fast. And so having this at the beginning of your video is way more crucial than what you say. For most people, for 99% of creators. Some of you are just on a different level. The third is you need to move your content to 1.1 speed. You cannot do it in the TikTok app. Do not do it in the TikTok editor because it distorts your voice really bad. Instead, you want to move it over to CapCut, turn it up to 1.1, export it, and then post it into TikTok. Why does this matter? Because attention spans are obviously very short, and the average human speaking is not a good enough storyteller to keep people interested over a long period of time. They don't know how to communicate well enough. They don't know how to throw in examples. They don't know how to speak naturally. They can get very monotonous. Sometimes they speak slow. So moving it up to just 1.1 is enough to get people through the lulls in the content. And if this improves your retention rate by just 10 or 20%, okay, boom, there we go. We combined the three things so far and we probably already doubled our views. Okay, the fourth thing, if you are not replying to comments, you are theoretically getting half as many views as you can, and I'm going to explain how you're probably getting a third of as many views as you can. Let's say I get 10 comments on this video. If I just reply to all of them, I now have 20 comments on this video, and that tells the algorithm this video has 20 comments instead of 10, and it's going to send it out equivalent to 20 comments instead of 10 comments. Based off of my research and data, the algorithm doesn't determine if you are the one commenting or someone else is commenting on it. Now here's the pro tip, okay? 10 comments, you reply to all 10 of them, that is 20. Now if you reply with a genuine, honest question, okay, you can then get a third comment. So you just took one comment and got 3 comments, okay? A genuine question, it can't just be like, hi, how are you? Right? Ask them what they liked about the video. How can you help them? See what you can do. And so you go from 10 comments to 20 comments because you reply to all of them, and then let's say half of them actually reply to your question. You just went from 10 comments to 25 comments. Okay, that's a 2.5 increase in your videos immediately just by doing that. Okay, and then the last thing. This one is a little bit psychological. It's not a quick tip, but your on-screen text and your videos should not be about you. This is going to piss so many people off. Your video should not be about you if you want to grow. Your day in the life, your get ready with me, your vlog, your anything. People, this is just a principle in life. Humans are interested in what they can get for themselves, and this is subconscious. This is very subconscious. People in the comments could be like, oh, I like hearing about people's days. No, you don't. Not in the grand scheme of things. Out of 100 videos, you're going to gravitate towards 90 videos that give you something. Gives you a recipe, gives you a journaling tactic, it gives you a new framework, it gives you humor, it gives you a little giggle, maybe, but it still gave you something. Okay, so if you can flip your framework from me to them. A really, really, really simple example of this is how I meditate for 10 minutes a day. Could just be how you can meditate for 10 minutes a day. That's a really low-hanging, basic example. But these are the 5 tips. I'm gonna run through them one more time. Add captions for 30% more views. On-screen text will increase your people watched through the first 3 seconds by, I would guess, 15 to 20%. Move the speed to 1.1 speed in the CapCut app instead of the TikTok app. That'll probably give you another 15% retention rate, 15% more views. Comments, you'll go from 1 comment to 2.5 to 3 comments, so 1 comment equals 3 comments. That could be literally a 50% increase in views. And then make your content about the viewer, not about yourself. That right there is probably, I don't know, dude. This math doesn't even make sense. Probably will triple your views. Just start doing it.
If you're stuck at low views in November and you want to break out of it, here's a quick tactic that'll help you do just that. Today is the 16th, so you've got loads of time to turn it around. Break out the low view jail, start getting loads of views, bring in loads of followers by the end of November and for the rest of the year. Now the quick trick is this. Go to creator searching sites, find a topic that's related to your niche, that's getting at least 50,000 to 100,000 searches a day. Click into this topic, look at the videos that are getting views for it, note down why you think they're doing well, and make your videos better than them. Of course, that's oversimplified, but the premise stands. For every single niche, TikTok will be understanding and rewarding different subtopics to a different level. Even if you're talking about something really important, if TikTok doesn't think the topic is important, they're not actively going to push your video out to people who are interested in the niche in a whole. So Creator Search Insights allows you to jump on topics which TikTok is actively pushing and rewarding. So if you can make videos on these, then you should be able to break out the low view jail. Of course, there's a lot that goes into it, like experimenting with your content, using hooks, using TikTok SEO, but this is the best place to start. Now we're opening up 50 spots to our community where we've helped people like Susan gain over 100,000 followers within a couple of months through teaching you everything you need to know about TikTok and supporting you along the way. So if you want to join the waitlist to get access to that for the launch coming at the end of the week, just click the link in our bio and sign up. We're only letting 50 people in out of our over 180,000 followers. So if you want to get access, make sure you do that ASAP. Views seem to be down for everybody at the moment. So what's going on with the algorithm right now in November? What can we be doing to making sure we get more views? I'm going to run through a few things, so make sure you save this so you can come back to it later. And drop us a follow for daily TikTok growth content. Now, when views are low across the board, and we have a community of a couple thousand people and seen this happen quite a lot recently, so it's not just individual creators, there's definitely something happening with the algorithm. It usually means that TikTok are prepping for an algorithm update, or there is an algorithm update, or they're preparing to launch something new. So the only thing that we can be doing to make sure we get more views right now is to make sure we're operating on best practices for our videos and doing what TikTok's rewarding right now. The best practices for our videos are quite simple. Make sure you're targeting topics that TikTok are rewarding. Find them on Creator Search Insights, your FYP, look at other creators within your niche. Make sure you're making high quality videos. Look at the other creators within your niche that are doing well. That's the kind of quality TikTok wants. So you need to make sure your videos are at least up to scratch with theirs. Make sure you're optimizing your hooks, so you're using all 3 hooks within the first couple of seconds: your visual hook, your text hook, your audio hook. And make sure you're using TikTok SEO, because TikTok is becoming a better and better search engine, and they're only going to really push out content that's searchable. So you've got to use TikTok SEO for that, and it makes sure you land on the right FYPs. If you want me to get a video out on TikTok SEO, just comment part 2 and I can get that out soon, because it's a really important subject to go through. And in terms of what TikTok are rewarding right now, volume and consistency is a massive thing. Posting at least once a day for a couple of weeks can completely transform the way TikTok looks at your account and push you out further, even if you don't really change much about your content. Posting stories daily, we've seen have a really good impact with people in our community. I think TikTok really wants us to try and cater to our existing audience as much as the algorithm is set up for us to get in front of a new audience, and we've seen them still rewarding using their features